here to go over patch 3.0, which is building improvements, which I've been waiting for this patch for 9 years, and it's finally here, so we're just going to jump right into it. Something called turbo building, which allows you to hold down primary fire and continuously place the selected building piece. Now you can paint building pieces into the world quickly. This will be very useful for defensive building, and sprinting up ramps while building them simultaneously. So basically, I feel like this confirms 100% that Epic watches my streams, because and all of you know out there that when I'm building stairs and sprinting up stairs, I always fall the fuck through my stairs, because I think that I built the stair, but I'm just looking at the preview, and then I fall down, and then I take fall damage, and ugh. But anyway, this is proof that Epic watches my stream. But in general, I'm on the fence about this one, just a little bit, because of the defensive part. Now, my concern is just somebody sitting there, like, literally holding down left click, just spamming, like, a single, you know, wall over there, like, an auto-building. It seems kind of handholdy, but I haven't played the patch yet, so I might end up, like, taking that comment back. But right now, like I said, I don't hate it, because there's some things that I do like about it. Like, it's gonna be nice for building stairs, walking up a hill, or whatever. But in terms of, like, when you're trying to fight somebody and they're just sitting there spamming the wall, I guess it's more on the player how they're going to aggressively react around that, but it does seem a little handholdy, but that's my, like, it's very minor, it's not a big concern of mine. Automatic material swapping will switch to another material when your current supply runs dry. This is amazing. There's been a lot of times, and honestly I didn't even think about this myself, even though it's happened a lot to me, that when I'm spamming a wall, like, you know, like back to this turbo building thing, when you're trying to spam walls so that you can save yourself or res your friend, you're not really paying attention to the amount of mats that you have, especially because they go very quickly, especially wood. And there's a car outside my... Whoa! I have my window open, so if you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. But this is a very nice change that I didn't even really think about it, because if I'm trying to, like, spam walls to res somebody or just, like, defend myself, and I'm using wood, and then all of a sudden, you know, that 1 second where you're running out of materials and you're just, like, sitting there trying to spam a wooden wall but you don't have enough mats for it anymore, this will now switch to, like, brick. Or if you're using brick, it'll switch to metal. If you're using metal, it'll switch to, you know, wood, vice versa. And I think this is a really low-key amazing change, because, like I said, I didn't even think about something like this. It just never occurred to me, but I really, really like this change. And the best change of all, building through stuff. Sometimes it's frustrating when your placement is blocked unexpectedly and you aren't sure why. Currently, smaller objects like furniture and shrubs are destroyed when you build over them. But trees, rocks, and vehicles can still get in the way. We've changed the building systems to allow you to place structures right through large objects, meaning you can now build pretty much anywhere at any time. That's how the game should have been. And I know it seems a little bit weird, like, oh, why is this stair breaking a car? Why is this stair breaking a tree? But when this game is just like a battle royale and you're fighting somebody, and if you have somebody who's out in flat ground with even skill against somebody who's, like, next to a tree with even skill, the person on flat ground most likely is going to win, because you won't be able to build through this fucking tree, so they're going to get that shot on you. And the tree still has, like, this big, massive hitbox, but your character still has their hitbox. Like, the tree doesn't protect you. Like, even though you can't build through the tree, or, like, whatever, the person can still, like, snipe your foot through it or whatever, and it just got you killed. All the time. Like, every player, I don't know a single player out there who hasn't died because you couldn't build through, like, a tree or something like that. So that's why I'm saying 3.0 has to be the best patch to ever exist, ever. I don't think I don't think they'll ever top this patch just because of this thing right here. It's just so good, and I'm very, very excited to sit down and actually play the new patch. I think there's a new hand cannon in, which sounds like it's gonna replace the revolver. I kind of hope it replaces the revolver, just because the model is a little outdated, and it would be cool to just, like, have a Desert Eagle instead of a revolver. I don't know. We'll see, though. Like I said, I haven't played the patch yet, but there's a little video here if you guys want to watch it in action, or just come by the stream and watch that too. And these patch notes will be in the link below, or in the description below. You can't link links below the below. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I didn't know that there was this, and then there was this. I should have realized that it only said building improvements, not actually 3.0 patch notes. But anyway, I was gonna skim through this and see what they, the actual patch notes say. Anything that's, like, cosmetic or, you know, just whatever, might skim over it, but I don't know how long I'm gonna sit there and discuss it. So Season 3 Battle Pass seems to be some pretty cool... What is this Keanu Reeves skin? I need it. Stop this, Epic. I said I would only skim through this, but now I really want this. 60%, or not 60%, 60 FPS on console. Good for the console players. Hoverboard, save the world. Okay, that's PvE shit. New music for PvE. Building improvements, which I just went over. The hand cannon. It's big, it's loud, and it packs a punch. Coming to Battle Royale and save the... I don't care about save the world. Major improvements to building. We've read this, I think. Yeah, we've gone over this. Attic colorblind. Oh, that's awesome. It's always nice to see things like this. That's absolutely wonderful. This is just easy anti-cheat protection out to Mac. Improved and look the feel of okay, that's just doesn't seem to be too much. Bug fixes. Fixed auto run being cancelled and opening the map. Oh, that's nice. Inventory icon should no longer get stuck in selected stage after being dragged. I've actually never seen that bug. Improved CPU performance when activating overlaps such as traps or triggers. That's not. I did notice a little bit of like a hitch when you would activate a trap, like almost like the game would stutter. So hopefully that'll go away now. Optimize grass run rate to improve all. Damn, dude, they just keep optimizing the game when it's already pretty fucking good. So good on Epic for this. Fix an issue where incorrect numbers would be shown incorrect numbers could be shown if you enable to show net stats. Oh, I don't actually know what that is, and I guess that's a good thing. Microphone's connected. Okay, it's just console stuff. Here we go. Weapons plus items. The hand cannon. Fires heavy ammo. Oh. So that means it's not going to replace the revolver. I mean, I guess theoretically it's probably going to be the purple and gold version of the revolver, but it's not going to replace the revolver like we kind of guessed. We were thinking it was just going to replace the normal revolver and be a different model. Kind of like how they removed the one SMG and just made it like, they removed, like, I'm air quoting here, they removed one SMG and left one in, but they kind of just combined the old stats of the old one that took out, and then, you know, made the new one, air quotes, but it's just gonna be its own standalone gun, I guess. Epic and Epic and Legendary. I should have actually just read that. I didn't see it though. Found in floor loot, treasure chest, and supply drops. So it's just a new gun, flat out. Like it's not gonna be anything special. Like it's not gonna be like, you know, airdrop only. Pump shotgun behavior has been addressed. Firing the pump shotgun and quickly switching weapons will now require you to pump the shotgun. So this is the nerf of the double pump, which I didn't think was necessary. But now there's just gonna be different ways to like you can still pick up a pump and do like pump tac shotgun and then just keep firing the tac shotgun, or do pump revolver, which is really freaking good if you have good aim, or you could just do revolver because you can still double weapons. They just didn't, or they only addressed it with the pump shotgun. You know, it's not addressed with revolver and. Well, the sniper and the rocket launcher you have to load individually, so it's not going to really affect that either way. But the revolver, you can still do it. And like I said, you're just going to see pump tac or pump revolver. Or pump SMG, because SMGs are so good right now that sometimes I don't even run a shotgun anymore. I just run the tac SMG. Or the tech, whatever one it is. So yeah, I don't think that's like a rip to like anybody who was able to use the pump shotgun will still just be just as good at this game as they were prior to this. This hurts people who weren't as good at the game and needed the second shot because they weren't very accurate with the pump shotgun. So I don't think you're going to see any top-level player be really affected by this because, like I said, the SMG is really strong and the revolver, and now there's a hand cannon coming into the game. You could do pump hand cannon probably. That sounds insane because this is probably going to do, if it's using heavy ammo, that means it's going to do like 75 damage at least. So if someone's at 75 minimal health because they only have bandages, they're just gonna die of the hand cannon. So like this is not as big as nerf as everybody's like, you know, everybody's like on the right, like the holy grail, the pump shotgun has been nerfed, all these noobs, blah blah. Like, yeah, it's only gonna affect the noobs. It's not gonna really affect anybody else. Grenades no longer have the ability to crit. I didn't honestly know they could crit, but okay. Remove Valentine's Day skin from the crossbow. Okay, so the crossbow's a permanent item, it was just skinned. I kind of hope they eventually maybe address this item. It seems like they're just adding in some items that just aren't really good, and my concern with that is it's going to clutter the loot table. Like, for example, you don't ever really see anybody using smoke grenades. It happens once in a while. Excuse me. It happens once in a while. But you don't see somebody drop something for a smoke grenade. You're always dropping something, like, you're always dropping the smoke grenades for something else. And same thing with the crossbow. And while that's okay for the time being, my concern is that they keep adding, like, these mediocre, like, they're okay for now items. Eventually, they're just gonna, like I said, clutter the loot table, and you're gonna be like trying to get loot, and all of a sudden you just have like smoke grenades and crossbows and a bush, and that's one of the worst things you could ever have. Like, why would you ever want this? But it's not an issue now. It might become one though, is my only concern. Adjust the pistol drop chances on the loot or the floor loot or whatever. Increased uncommon pistol by 25%. Increased rare pistol by 100%. Decreased epic suppressed pistol by 33. Decreased like okay. So they're still addressing the suppressed pistol, which I don't see people use a lot anymore because they buffed the SMG, so there's really no reason to kind of use the suppressed pistol anymore, especially with the scoped AR change. Basically, you would use the suppressed pistol because it doesn't really bloom a lot and it's very, very accurate to just sort of replace the normal ARs that weren't scars. But now with the scoped AR change, you could just take the SMG and a scoped AR and a normal AR or whatever, and then eventually replace the scoped for a sniper and a scar. But yeah, you don't really see people using the legendary pistol anymore, so this isn't really going to do anything, in my opinion. Fix the color outlines and weapons pickup not being showed up. Crossbow not reloading on the fire button. Fix the impulse grenade sometimes not sticking to the environment. I haven't seen that one, but that's a really major change. Fix the recoil recover that caused the reticule to be in a lower position than expected after switching weapons. I thought I noticed this, but I thought I was just going crazy. So, yay. Performance. Alright, we covered a lot of this. Fixed hitching that occurred when jumping out. I did notice this. I did notice this a lot, and I'm glad this is going to be addressed. Encountering... Okay, so they're still fixing this, I guess? Or they're just reinstating that they fixed this? Which was pretty big. This got me killed a couple of times because you would encounter something and the game would basically just, like, freeze for a second. Gameplay. Players now remain in control of their character for 10 seconds after earning... Oh, yes! You can dance! Yes! What a big change! Once you win, you can, like, sprinkle salt or dance on somebody now, because they're gonna stay there spectating you. Yes! Low-key really happy for that. I don't know if that's, like, really low-key since I'm shouting out my window saying yes, and I think my neighbors just heard me, but yes. Fixed an issue where sometimes no weapon would be equipped on the first weapon pickup. Fixed the crosshair reticule disappearing. Oh god, yes! This is so bad. There wasn't, like, any real way to fix this, so what would happen is you would go to, like, aim down the shoulder or, like, over the shoulder with your scar, and all of a sudden you'd have no reticule, or, like, with your AR, or, like, with an SMG, like, you would just have no crosshair. And you would drop the weapon, and sometimes that would fix it, but sometimes it wouldn't. There was just, like, no guarantee fix for it, so thank God this has been addressed. Well, these just seem kind of minor. Fixed an issue where supply drops were unable to be viewed from long distances. Fixed issue where player models could appear giant inserted. Yeah, okay, that one was just trolly. It was really funny looking. It didn't really do anything else besides just look funny. Fixed wall traps not get triggering if placed behind a certain stair configuration that didn't visually block the trap. Okay. Fixed the rare server crash when a player would join a match. Oh. Never saw that, but that's good. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these are like little minor things, and this link will be in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself and read through everything here. Excuse my voice. The full screen map can now be opened while spectating. That's big. That's very big, because often when you're playing squads and you're down or whatever, you know, you can't really open up the map and tell your team anything, or like, you know, you can't see what your team's doing. You're just there literally as a spectator. Oh, I just see my arrow key. The path of the battle bus is now visible on the map prior to launch. Ooh. Oh. Like, when you're sitting in the lobby waiting prior to launch, or like just when the bus is like, you literally just like, just launch out of the map. I think this means when you're sitting in the lobby, which is kind of nuts. Add a new streamer mode, which normalizes all names that aren't squad members. Oh, that's nice. That's a very, very wonderful change, because you would just get people with terrible last names, and, you know, like, there's nothing I can do as a streamer unless I just block out the kill feed at the bottom or the spectating bar at the top, but, because, you know, when you get knocked and spectate somebody random, it just, you know, you're not in control of that. I would have to have, like, preemptive, you know, screen blocks up to stop that. So this is, what a epic, round of applause for you, Epic. God bless. The you placed X message now only appears for 10 seconds instead of 10 or 20 when spectating. I don't even know what that is. Is that a PvE thing? What is that? Fixed an issue where after being eliminated the banner of the ranked opponent. Okay, yeah. That's very minor. Fixed an issue where spectators would see the character model obstructing their view if the player was scoping a sniper. Okay, that's a little change. It's nice, but it's not anything major. All these, even though if I say it's like it's not a big change, it's still nice that it's being addressed. You know, like but I'm not gonna sit there and explain my thought process behind like a little spectator issue. Social. This is whatever. I don't really care about that. Remove depth of field blur to greatly increase image sharpness for players. Lighting during all times of day now matches the brightness. Oh, that's so good, especially for people like me and Purified. Like, I can't see very well when the map is like dusky orange, and Puri can't see very well when the map is like this, like when it's like nighttime. But now it's gonna be sort of universal, where you, again, there's this whole lighting thing that they're talking about. You would just be able to see better. That's wonderful. What another wonderful change. Unique audio coming from several pickaxes, gliders. Oh, so now gliders are gonna make noise. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see, what do they know about the issues? In rare cases, the game may crash in front-end menus when shadow play. Okay, I don't even know what the hell that is. After opening a supply drop that has been shot down, the loot will sometimes spawn in the sky and slowly fall on the ground. In rare cases, players will be unable to edit a player build. Okay, that was happening a bit to us. We weren't able to edit walls. So at least they're aware of it and they're going to work on it, and this is just PvE stuff. But yeah, overall, a very, very good patch. Very big changes aside from the building one. So this is going to be a really nice thing to delve into and play. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And thank you for watching it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends!